Welcome to Inside the Outdoors. Today I'm privileged to have Bill Hartramp, President of Deuter USA. Deuter was founded in 1898 in Germany, and they created a U.S. company in 2001. Deuter was one of the pioneering companies to back expeditions where individuals used their products, tested them. They did one in 1928 with the first German expedition of a major mountain in the Himalayas. Used that experience to improve on their tents, gain knowledge for new products and designs. Deuter was a pioneer in introducing nylon into backpacks, and they also pioneered what's called the air mesh frame technology for mountain biking backpacks, which I have one of the originals that I took with me when I did the Leadville 100. So we're pleased to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Good to be here.
What was that?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Start that over again. Not the intro, just the conversation.
Just that part, okay. It's great to have you here today, thanks. So let's start with, tell us about being the head of Deuter USA, the president of it. How did you get to that, your journey to become president through your work in the outdoor industry and what you do, your roles?
Sure, I'd be glad to. It starts a pretty long time ago. I went to work for the company in 1994 in Germany as started up as their export manager. And I had already been living in Germany, had already started a career in the outdoor industry when I was made that offer to come to work for Deuter. A friend of mine, Bernd Kuhlmann, who was managing the company at the time, we knew each other through climbing, and he was the one that made that opportunity possible for me. And after, 13 years there with Deuter Germany, I then took over the reins of running the U.S. subsidiary, which, as you mentioned, was started in 2001, run by Pat Loomis, who was a former president of Low Alpine. Did a really good job. I took over the reins in 2008 and have been at it since.
Let's talk about your products. Tell us some about, from the history of the original products Deuter made to what you're making today, some of the innovative new designs you're doing and use of materials.
So this is your good old classic rucksack,
Right.
Made out of cotton canvas, and you can see it's pretty big and bulky. Had the old triangular webbing design for a harness system with these leather backpack straps. The most recent addition of that is right here on the Futura. So the same principle of keeping that backpack off of your back, creating ventilation here that can circulate either from the bottom or the sides and really minimize the amount of perspiration. And there's a lot of advantages with that. Number one, you're not going to sweat as much, so you're going to have more energy for your hike or mountaineering. Yeah, and also your technical outerwear, the waterproof breathables will function because it's not trapped up against a closed back system.
What is it about the Deuter brand you'd like to share with our viewers?
Well, I think most Americans appreciate German engineering, and Deuter Backpacks is no exception to that. There's a lot of innovation and a lot of quality craftsmanship that goes into making the backpacks. Everybody is very proud to hold a high standard in quality, and I think that has been consistent, positive, reinforcing, okay, this is why I want to buy this backpack, is it's going to hold up and it's going to last a lifetime for me.
Are there additional challenges just operationally because you're a U.S. subsidiary to a company overseas in Germany? Does that present some unique challenges that others may not have?
Yes, but probably more on a marketing side than operationally. And to elaborate on what I mean there is the U.S. has been on the cutting edge of this change in consumer behavior and how everything is happening digitally out there, you know, whether from the computer screen or to our phones and tablets. And that, although it has started over in Europe, it's just not as advanced as it is here. So it's taken them a little bit longer to catch up because they didn't feel the pressure and demand that we felt first here. So that would be a difference that we have in comparison to a US-based company.
Well, thank you. Thanks for taking the time to come down today.
Sure, Ron.
Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks. Until the next one.